everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at Power of the Prime's Cindersaur. Now, I don't have the packaging for this, and I don't know if Cindersaur is supposed to be a male or a female, if I'm honest with you, but it's based on the Power of the Prime's Dinobot Slash mold, which let's back on out. It's the exact same mold. I don't think there are any differences other than the colors. Now, I'm going to say this, that the colors work better on this guy than on this guy. They seem a little more organic here. Doesn't have to have that clear Dinobot head. And I'm not sure why they put this black jaw here or these black arms. Honestly, this would have done better as silver instead of black. But it is what it is. And what it is just a straight up repaint, but with honestly, a much better color scheme, which, you know, I don't know. I don't know if not that it's a much better, well, it's a much better color scheme, even though I don't know if, I think the colors on this guy, if they would have done them better, would have worked better, but whatever. So, now that he, I believe, or she, is supposed to be going along with this guy here, the Abominus. And definitely fits the crazy color scheme of the bots there, so we're good with that. I have not found a way to transform this into anything that fits on here. However, if I'm honest, I really wasn't trying. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a fan mode that maybe I can get her to stick on the back in a way that of Abominus in a way that fills out the back, because like I said in the other review that I did for Abominus is really flat, and I don't like that. But we're not here about Abominus. We are here about Cindersaur. Let's see if we can get a close look at the head. The sculpt it's the exact same sculpt, isn't it? It is. Yes, it's the exact same sculpt, but it just works better on this guy. And maybe part of it's because the jaw here throws everything off. The jaw should have been colored the same as the top. I don't know. I don't know. It just, maybe because they're not silver, it gives it a more organic style, a more organic feel to it. I do need to pick up another one of this mold so that I can do Beast Wars Dinobot, because I keep saying the transformation is very reminiscent of Dinobot. The only real thing that I would need to change is maybe the bot head. So now this part does open up, and you can sit a Titan Master in there. Where'd the Titan Master go? There it is. I was going to get a little upset. Whoops. Sorry if you keep seeing a shadow. I don't mean to keep getting in front of the light. But yeah, you can stick a Titan Master in there, sort of. So you can stick a Titan Master in there if you wish. And she can be a Dino Rider. I love that Dino Rider aspect. So, articulation, ball jointed, legs, knees come out here. There is a mushroom peg swivel at the upper thigh, and the feet really don't do much. They just plug in. They're static, so you really can't get too many poses out of the Dino mode. You really can't, because of the nature of the way everything works. If you try to do too much, like let's say you try to make the Dino stand taller, then it tips forward unless you do this, but then the head doesn't tip forward enough to, nope, doesn't even do that. Can't balance it. So you can't have the Dino standing up any higher, which, I mean, I guess technically you wouldn't, but the legs make the legs here make everything look weird, because like if you pop the legs off, actually, let's see. I'm gonna do it. What do you call it? I'm gonna do an experiment. Let's see. Can I pop the legs off without breaking it? Okay. All right. If you pop the legs off, then you get a much better looking dyno mode. It's much leaner, but it wasn't made to do that. So let's put the legs back on. And I've seen people do custom things where this is up like this instead, so that it looks a lot different than the actually, that doesn't look half bad. If I switch the legs around, actually, that would... Hold on. I'm going to switch the legs around. This is what my channel is all about. Experimentation. Let's go ahead and... Come on, put you back on. Oops. Plug back on. Come on. Plug back in. Thank you. Okay. Alright, that actually doesn't look bad at all. That actually looks pretty decent. I mean, the balance seems to be thrown off, though. No, there we go. I was about to say the balance seems to be thrown. That actually looks pretty good. That actually looks really good with the little backpack instead of having it underneath, instead of having a big gut like there, where she looks like a pregnant dinosaur. We have this one. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and we're gonna get her. I'm gonna switch the legs around so we can transform her properly, because, you know, but I think I found what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have her with her legs on the other way instead, or his legs, whatever. So, alrighty, so we got our Velociraptor / Deinonychus. It's really should be a Deinonychus if it's going to be as big or bigger than a human, as a Velociraptor was about the size of a turkey. You flip this up. You're supposed to take this piece and put the head inside here. That's what you're supposed to do according to the instructions. And then these just kind of sit up. And then you come here and you bring these two bits down, separate them, rotate them around, and then rotate the feet out like so. Then you're going to bring this piece down like that, and then take the dino feet and unpeg them from the bottom, and there you have Cindersaur, who definitely looks female. Definitely looks female to me. You got Cindersaur in their robot mode, and we'll go ahead and get the other guy, girl. We'll get Slash in her robot mode. Oh, they have different heads. I just realized that. The robot heads are different. Otherwise, though, they are exactly the same except for the paintwork. Which begs the question as to why in the world does Cindersaur look so much better, so much more cohesive? And that's because it's the paint job. It's the paint job. They used a bunch of black where it didn't need to be. Not, the other Dinobots don't have all this black on them. So why did you do that with this one? I don't understand. So, let's get... Okay. And there you have both of them together, and you can see that... Oh, okay. You can see that, with the exception of the heads and the collars, they're exactly the same molds. So let's get her out of here. So here is Cindersaur. We're going to do a close-up. Come on, baby. And her eyes are black. They are black. I don't like that. I don't like that. But that is definitely a very feminine face. And she's pretty cool. I like the colors. So elbows bend that far. There is an upper bicep rotation. That's where the thigh was. Ball jointed arms that move around. Head turns left and right. No waist. And legs go out that far. They go out that far. They only go that far because of the back kibble, which is not really much you can do with it, unfortunately. That's about it. So, let's see. There is a mushroom peg at the upper thigh. Legs bend that far. Move due to transformation, but there's really nothing you can do with that. So, I wonder what... Let's see. And I guess I can... If I pop out the feet and put them on the other way, I might be able to get that other transformation where she has her legs as the backpack, which I like better. But there she is. She's pretty nifty. And, woo! Forgot I was on the bed. Here she is next to the other Terracons. I'm going to list her with the Terracons. And she fits in well. She fits in her color. Her crazy color scheme fits in perfectly with all the other crazy color schemes. So I'm good with that. I like that. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. And there's not really much else I can say about her. She is cool. She is, for the most part, just a repaint with a slightly retooled head, and that's it. But the paint scheme on her is more cohesive than the paint scheme on Slash. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the silver, and I don't mind the black for the head. I don't mind the black for the head. But there's so much more black on this figure than needs to be. There really is. So it kind of throws off the cohesiveness. It doesn't all flow as well as it does with this one. This one flows really well. So that said, I'm Islip. Now this figure was about I think it was $9.96 at Walmart. I don't know if it's still there actually. I gotta take a look. Oh, when I go back. But she's definitely a pretty little nifty looking figure. And like if you switch the legs around like I did, which I saw somebody else do, if I'm honest with you, and I'm always honest with you. I saw somebody do something like that on Twitter about a month or two ago. I think it was Twitter. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I never did it until now. Because I didn't have Cindersaur at the time. But it works. It definitely works. And that's about it. I think she's really cool. I'm glad I got her. I'm glad I got Slash. I need to get another one so I can make Dinobot. I need to figure out how to make a Dinobot looking head, though. And then I can color it Dinobot colors, and yeah, that's that. I almost forgot to show if she can hold weapons. 3.5 millimeter? No, 5 millimeter posted weapons. She can hold them pretty well. So there's that. And considering that I gave that upgrade set to the Dinobots, there's quite a lot of weapons left over that they aren't using. So I think I'm going to give it to her. Her and Slash. I'm going to give them weapons. So yeah, that's it. I'm Islip. There's nothing more I can say about this figure than I already have. I love this figure. I don't like it. I love this figure. I think this figure was, like I said, the colors just flow so much better. And it's the same mold, so it's just really weird. And, I mean, it's purple, and yeah, it's like a weird pukey invoking color, but it works. And, I mean, these colors look good too, but the black there's too much with the black. The black doesn't need to be as much as it is there. It breaks up the flow way too much for a Dinobot. So that's it. I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Ciao.